Every scan in this app shares an anatomy. Learn it once and all 60 of them get easier. Top of the page, the title, the scan type, and the date it ran. That date matters. A scan is a snapshot of what the record said on a particular day, not a live view. This strip is the table of contents. On a long result, it is the fastest way around, and it tracks where you are as you scroll. Then, the brief. What actually happened, stated plainly, stripped of the framing the coverage came wrapped in. Key facts next, each carrying how it was established. Anything the server failed to corroborate was dropped before this reached you. Then, the body. On an event scan that is one card per stakeholder, and every card has the same 4 parts. The weight classification, which the next video is entirely about. How close this party sits to the event. What happens to them second, usually the useful part, because the first order effect is what the coverage already told you, and the one open question that decides how it goes for them. Then, what would tell you it is moving. Specific and checkable, not a prediction. Near the end, what it could not establish. Do read this section. A tool that never admits a gap has simply stopped checking. Then, the action row. Sources lists every page it consulted, with outlet and date. Facts is the graded provenance ledger for the whole result. Watch collects everything forward-looking so you can pin it to a board. Read turns the whole thing into prose. And the share menu carries every export, PDF, Markdown, a public link, the visual formats. Last thing, and it is the one people miss. These suggestions carry your subject into the next scan pre-filled. That is how one scan turns into an investigation. Learn that once and all 60-odd scans get easier.